Good morning. Uh, it is Wednesday, October 31st, 2012, and I'm Kay Shaw, and this is the first reading of the Kay Shaw Show, which I'm sure my Spanish-speaking friends are going to have a field day trying to figure out how to say with the Shao Show, Kay Shao, Kay Shao Show, Shao Show. Show, 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 show. Anyways, this show actually replaces my blog, which apparently I haven't been updating very much, and this show may be updated even less. We'll just have to see. It's everything that mattered to me today. Not everything that happened, just everything that mattered to me. Well, I mean, a little bit of what happened, but you'll see as subsequent episodes come by. And I'm sorry that no, I don't have a theme tune because, well, I'll work on it. We'll see what happens. The first bit of news for today is that it is the Slut-pocalypse, otherwise known as Halloween. I did want to comment about my first Halloween as a married man. I did want to say that. My wife and I are coming up on our 1-year anniversary, so I've almost completed an entire year's worth of holidays with her. Entire year's worth of cycles. It's kind of an entire year's cycle worth of holidays. There was, let's see, we had Yom Kippur recently. That was well, not necessarily fun, but I mean, it was significant. We had Pesach together as a family, my family and hers. We did the 4th of July. And now we come to the greatest holiday for any single man. Single being in dating relationship status. Okay. It is Halloween. I mean, as I always like to sing, it is the most skankiest time of the year. I mean, this is the day when even good girls go bad. I found it extremely awkward, well, being married and trying to find a way to enjoy this holiday. I did go out with my wife to have dinner. She dressed up as a schoolgirl and it was very sexy. But we didn't do anything we didn't really celebrate the holiday or whatever. We just happened to go out dancing that night, and it just so happened that, oh gee whiz, people are dressing up in costumes. And that was kind of cool because found 2 girls and I was like, hey, are you Care Bears? You're dressing baby dolls. But I saw that on the dresses, one had the sad cloud and one was the sleeping moon. I was like, oh, you're Care Bears. Like, yeah. And there's this dude who had red and white striped shirt and a red and white striped beanie. And I was like, dude, I've been looking for you forever. Waldo, how have you been? So it was kind of cool. There's a guy with those little sacks that carries the babies in it, and he had a pound of sugar, like one of those big things of sugar in it. I was like, wait a minute. You're a sugar daddy. It was pretty good. I got about maybe 7 out of 8 costumes that night. I was pretty happy. Now, moving aside from that, I did want to make note that, like I said, it was awkward because of how I was before I was married. I mean, I'll tell the truth. I am still in the newlywed stage, and really honestly, while I can see another woman dressed up in scantily slutty clothes and be like, ooh, look. It's more for the oddity of the experience, not because I'm like, ooh, let me sleep with her. You know, it's kind of like when you're walking by and you're like, ooh, look, an eagle. You know, that's kind of the effect, and you just move on. You know, it's not like, ooh, look, an eagle. Let me go ahead and fornicate with this eagle. No, it's just like, ooh, look, it's pretty. It's a bird. Flies away. Okay, fine. It's kind of like that, and in the same way, let me put it to you this way. It's kind of like if we were keeping track, on scales, right? And we're putting each side on scales. It's kind of like, gee whiz, here is me lusting after this woman that I'm probably never gonna get to sleep with anyway. would I trade that for my beautiful wife who still dresses up and has fun with me? And yeah, so I mean, I was like, I think I still came out ahead. I still won. That's a win for the K. You know, but I did want to say that for all you single guys out there, enjoy your time. Enjoy being single when you are single, while you are single. Um, there are better things coming up for you ahead, further down the road. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you have, your mom and dad just bought something and they have this big cardboard box left over, and you cut up the cardboard box so it's like a race car, or maybe you make a tank out of it or whatever, and you're like, "Ooh, yeah, I'm driving a tank," and it's just going on in your imagination, or maybe you make up something else. But it doesn't really compare with when you're actually driving a real car, or a real like Lamborghini, if you ever end up owning a Lamborghini. So that's where I put the single experience to being married, cardboard box to driving an actual car. Driving the car is so awesome, but it comes with it responsibilities. You do have to be mindful of it, but taking care of the car and such, if as long as it's not a 2002 Volkswagen Jetta 1.8 turbo, is a really, really great experience. So differences, I do want to go ahead and shoot that out, and enjoy the holiday if you are if you are going to go ahead and celebrate it, and enjoy it responsibly. One of the things I did want to go ahead and also add was that some of you have been noticing that I have been updating my Facebook, and one of the folks I have started following is this cosplayer, Jessica Negri. So in honor of the upcoming, or since it's Halloween, and she is a great cosplayer, I went ahead and include some links to her fan page down in the links down below. Speaking of change and apocalypses, whether they be of the slut kind or the zombie type, we know of one other major one that has to be coming because, oh my goodness, Lucasfilm just got out. They just got bought out by Disney. If you're not familiar, Lucasfilm is the same production company that has made Star Wars. This is George Lucas's baby, hence why he named it after himself. They also did Indiana Jones, and subsidiaries of Lucasfilm have worked on a number of projects over the years. Yes, I did not stutter. Lucasfilm got bought out by Disney.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
I'm sorry. That's ridiculously crazy for me. Now, Disney did not actually literally buy out George Lucas. They can't sell him on the street and have people have sex with him for money. Although it seems like George Lucas has done that with his Star Wars franchise for years. But in any case, they've now got most of the subsidiary studios pretty much, and George Lucas is not going to be directing stuff for him. In fact, he's essentially retiring. He's getting out of the game. He's getting out of the film business. He's gonna supposedly he went ahead and traded his baby, his company, which has made disgusting gobs of money pimping out Star Wars and Indiana Jones to nearly every product imaginable for years. He did this so that he can supposedly focus more on himself. Disney, it makes great sense for them. It was a surprise to most of the business world because it wasn't like Lucasfilms was in talks or anything. It wasn't like they were in trouble and they needed to sell. It just all of a sudden it was like, hey, Lucas like, hey Disney, you want to buy my company? And Lucas like, and after Lucas says that, Disney's like, yeah, how much? $4+ billion in stocks and cash. And then Disney's like, okay, sure, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. That's essentially how it happens. Now Lucas is gonna go ahead and he's gonna do a lot of his own work. He's gonna be focusing on experimental projects or something of the sort. I don't understand it because you look at James Cameron. This is a man who did the original Terminators. He also went ahead and did Titanic. He eventually came back into the game years later and actually did Avatar, which grossed like a disgusting amount of money. And when he came back to Avatar, developed one of the best ways of filming 3D ever. That's like really honestly 3D. It's kind of like, well, if James Cameron can do this while he's diving to film the Titanic, and he's also diving and filming the bottom of the Mariana Trench, Lucas is like, gee whiz, even though my empire kind of runs by itself, I don't think I have enough time to scratch my balls, so I think I'm going to sell everything off. Which kind of means that Disney, they can do whatever they want with his stuff. I mean, it makes me wonder, is Lucas going to go ahead and is he going to appear inside of the new sequels that are coming up for Star Wars? Is he going to appear like how Stan Lee appeared in Incredible Hulk, and he appeared in X-Men, and he appeared in The Avengers, and he appeared in, all these other Marvel movies? Is George Lucas going to do the same, like appear next to Luke Skywalker or something? Oh, by the way, yeah, I shouldn't have glossed over that. How rude of me. Yes, I did say sequels. Disney has stated that launched or slated for 2015. You bought the rights and like, bet 2015 it's coming. Episode 7. That is correct. A sequel after 20 plus, 25 plus, almost 30 years. They're making a sequel to episode 6 of Star Wars. We are going to finally see new footage of what happens after the Emperor is killed. I'm kind of like, yeah, so there's going to be sequels coming up. And what this also means is that with Disney buying out LucasArts, Lucasfilms, they own like 2 legs of the geek trifecta. They now own Marvel Studios, which gives them access to all of the Marvel characters, X-Men, the Avengers, all of that stuff, Ghost Rider, so on and so forth. Now they own Lucas, which means that they can just, and I'm kind of trying to figure out whether or not this is gonna make Star Wars more kiddish or less kiddish. You kind of got to look at what Lucas did with things like Jar Jar Binks and stuff like that. So it's like, where is this gonna go? Is this gonna go worse? Is this gonna go better? I don't know. I suppose we're just gonna have to see. I'm kind of shocked and kind of scared. Forget about the Catholic Church or Islam. I think you Christian fundamentalists out there really need to be watching out for the real possible beast, Disney. Wow. So this brings me to the question of the day. What do you think is the last part of geekdom that Disney needs to control to seize all of geekdom? That was pretty much everything that mattered to me today. I'm sure that there's probably other stuff that mattered to me, but this stuff just kind of blew my mind, especially about the Disney thing and Lucasfilms. So leave your comments down below in the goobly doobly doobly doo. I really hope to hear from you, and based upon that, maybe we'll see more of these videos, maybe we'll see less, maybe just let me know what you thought and how I can make this better. If you're looking for a theme song and stuff in the beginning or at the end, well, you gotta wait a couple of episodes. Anyways, as always, I am K5H4W, K Shaw, and you have just been creamed.
Remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
I hope so.